Don't do another deadlift, sumo deadlift, or deadlift variation until you watch this entire video. I'll also show you the one move with zero equipment that if I had to choose to replace deadlifts with, this is what it would be. We use it to build total body masters. For myself personally, and kids to teens to adults, even up to their 70s, past injuries in every modality of movement, from martial arts to breakdance to circus. Now I get it, people sometimes get bent out of shape by these titles. Now I just make them for fun and to provide a unique insight. When I made this stop doing push-up video, I thought it was an interesting angle, especially because it came from a real life scenario when I was working with a military youth academy and they were so ridiculously tight they were ready to rupture from hundreds of push-ups a day. And then we went and got them 40 to 60% increases in strength and flexibility in 3 weeks, including muscle ups and handstands. And it's for reasons like that that I make these videos. And those reasons are not always readily visible. And for deadlifts, I'm actually serious about stopping. I used to deadlift up in the 2.5 times body weight range, and in a lot of ways it's counterproductive, especially in the long run, as many former power lifters will admit. Now we'll do J curls, i.e. Jefferson curls or body rolls with 1 times body weight for strength and mobility, but that's not the move I'm going to show you in this video. My doctorate physiotherapists on my team are always telling me about how in rough shape people are who are coming into training, and deadlift is a huge culprit, so I wanted to make a video to help some people out. I also searched just out of curiosity, and apparently professional strongman Robert Oberst, hopefully I'm saying his name correctly, was also on a podcast discussing the negative risk to reward ratio, and I quote, a joke. Even NFL players and professional athletes where their livelihood is dependent on their athletic performance are not, and I repeat, not doing deadlifts. Like I say about Olympic lifting, only Olympic lifters should be doing those lifts. The same thing applies for deadlifting. It's a skill in and of itself and should be done by power lifters or enthusiasts trying to specifically get good at deadlifting. That short 20-inch range of motion is responsible for more vertebrae issues, hamstring tears, bicep tears, and chronic and catastrophic injuries than seemingly everything else combined. If you love it on a personal level, fine, but I'll show you something incredibly more advantageous that will keep you busy for months, if not years, to master and truly transform your body, increasing flexibility, mobility, and full body strength like you've been trying to attain. And remember, it's about pushing through to new levels of strength and skill, as well as logical, systematic training and patience, the immaterial principles of a Trinitarian worldview. Ultimately, my goal is to get you thinking about the bigger picture and applying these principles to all of life. They're what we're raising our children on and the foundation for over 5,000 students at this point. Obviously, don't mistake videos like this for coaching with proper instruction, insurance, and immersion. Start with feet together, flare toes, then heels, then toes, then heels, then toes again, and squat to parallel. This is practically the same position as a sumo deadlift. Then reach straight down and through with fingers forward, and then put palms on the ground. You might already be maxed out on mobility at this point. Either hips or hamstrings or core compression strength is lacking and might need a little bit of work. That's okay. Then we shift weight into hands and the feet start to float. This is really engaging core strength and demanding a superior level of mobility, which transfers over into every other field of athletic discipline you can think of. At this point, straighten out the legs. Iliacus, psoas, rectus femoris, core, upper body, and lower back might all be exposed here as a weak link. Remember, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and that link is usually lack of strength in certain degrees of motion, which leads to injury. Not so when you train like this. Even your lower back will get better, and even from all the damage done by deadlifts. Then from there, you're using every aspect of your body, from wide finger and hand strength to upper body, core, and glutes, to pull the rest of your body up overhead. If you flip this move upside down, it's very similar to standing back up from the deadlift or doing a snatch. Not exact, but similar. If you bend your arms in this move, it's a bent arm press and similar to a clean and jerk or a shoulder press. Again, not exact, but similar. And instead of just throwing around a barbell, we go through the entire motion in reverse, all the way back to the low position. This whole move is called a Stalder press handstand, and I challenge everyone to go build this right now before touching any weights. And no, this is not gymnastics. Gymnastics does not have a monopoly on body weight. This is a body weight skill we've adopted into the handstand element of Powerbatics, and you'll see everyone from breakdancers to circus to Shaolin doing this. If you could do this and you want to add weightlifting, you'll have superior strength right off the bat, especially if you can do this for reps. At one point I was doing these for sets of 5, and some people can even do them with one arm. But where do you begin? As I always say, we strongly believe that DIY courses and free videos are pointless. Seth Godin shows the 97% failure rates, but in coaching, we'd assess you first to see where you're at. Now, just for fun and inspiration though, I'll I'll give you 3 exercises that you probably aren't doing right now that will help you more than anything else in the gym. Well, I already gave you one, the wide horse stance to reach through, plus the lean and the floating feet. But in addition, sitting Stalder pulses for sets of 50. Yeah, you heard that right. Don't be lazy or scared when it cramps up, which it will. Second, pike push-ups with feet on a box or the wall for 20 reps. If you could do this, then move on to more advanced pressing. And third, wide straddle, straight leg J curls with weight up to 10 reps. Honestly, if you can't do a Jefferson curl or a body roll with the same amount that you weigh on the bar, you shouldn't be doing deadlifts. It's a back and hamstring mobility issue. Now remember, don't get hurt, get a sensei or teacher or a team of pros. But you can literally combine this into a full body workout, 5 rounds, no rest in between. And all the naysayers will inevitably load up the comments for my team to screen saying things like this is too advanced or you're not going to get big or blah blah blah. Being a bulky behemoth isn't correlatively linked to better athleticism or even strength. If you want big muscles, go for it, but just know the other side of the equation. On the other hand, if you master your body first from all angles, you'll see much better progress both physically and mentally. You can even load up a weight vest and do these moves. And once you get this move, holy cow, you're going to feel so much better. I seriously guarantee it. And all those ranges of motion plus core strength will be phenomenally more conditioned and ready for any other sport you want. And if you want help, schedule a time to chat with my team and you could literally be training in the next day or 2 and accomplishing more in 2 months than in the last 2, 10, or even 20 years. See you in the next video or hopefully in training soon.